Hey guys, it's FIFA here, and welcome to episode 58 of Let's FIFA 13. And for the first game, we're going to Division 1 game with the Ronaldinho side that I built in yesterday's episode, but I didn't get any gameplay, and I will eventually find a game, and I will come up against a very strong side, the 3-5-2 formation, which will come up in a second here, with Teode and Fellaini on the defensive mids. Very difficult to break it down, and I did not create much in the first half. This was pretty much my best chance, and it's not even good. I end up losing the ball there to David Luiz, and in the end he will make it 1-0, getting a little bit too much space there with Hernandez, and he will get another goal here with a Balotelli. I tackle it away, but he gets onto the ball, he takes the shot, and he gets onto the ball, and it's a 2-0. So a really bad half, but I will try and push back in the second half here, finding Ronaldo, and as you can see, he does contain, so I just thought, let's try and sprint it past him, and it does work out. Make my way into the box with the scoop turn, and it's 2-1, and I created quite a lot of chances in the second half compared to the first half. Here, it's getting onto the ball, a few skill moves to get it past Teode and getting a shot in, but it goes out for a corner, and straight from the corner, David Luiz will get onto the ball and get a header in, but once again, he gets onto the ball, and after that, he felt the pressure, and he decided to pass it around the back that early in the game. Very frustrating, so I went ultra attacking and team pressure, as you'll see here, and I do manage to pick up the ball quite quickly. He throws it out for a throw-in, but it's not before the 84th minute that I actually managed to get a chance here. I do pick it up from Fellaini with Ronaldinho, and I will skill my way into the box here. Some really nice stuff here, getting past one defender, and he will take out the keeper and the defender there with the Elastico, and he does make it 2-2 in the 85th minute, and that is how the game will end. But that's the frustrating thing about having Ronaldo in your side. He's a very good player and pretty much the best player in the game, but he does change your opponent's mindset. They think, I'll do my best and see if I can get a point, and if I do get the lead, they very often tend to pass it around the back, which is so very frustrating, and that's the reason why I maybe want to get Neymar instead, because that does not change your opponent's mindset the same way. But moving on to the gameplay here, I go into this quarterfinals, I believe it is, of the Gold Cup. Here, Quincy creating some really nice stuff and getting a shot in, and he will actually manage to pick it up once again and panna his defender there and gets another shot in, but once again it is saved. And then I will do something very stupid. I will get a Maniati sent off with his second yellow card. Very stupid challenge there, and I'm down to 10 man. And straight from the free kick, I will actually manage to pick the ball up with a Fed Facilities and go on a counter attack here. Fed Facilities on the ball, quite lucky to get onto the ball here after the stop and turn, but pass it to Elton, get it back, and in the end he will find Wallison here through on goal, and I will use the running scoop term, which is so very useful, and I've maybe started to overusing it a little bit. It's become a bad habit because it is such a useful skill move. But here you see me substituting on Sergio Ramos to get a few more players on a bit more defensive approach to the team. But I do still manage to create chances here, taking out his keeper, and I pick up a penalty. And Sergio Ramos, he will step up for that, and he will convert it instead of shooting it over the goal. And it's 2-0. And keep on creating chances into the second half here. I'll get onto the ball with Sergio Ramos. I do give up position, but I will get it back straight away. Find a power, a fake shot past the defender, and it's a 3-0. So really good, looking really good despite being down one man. And he will eventually hit me on the counter because he was one man. He had a one-man advantage. But look at this huge miss, and that was pretty much his best chance of the game. So I end up winning 3-0, and I move into the semi-finals. And then he sends me this message, and I couldn't help but laughing at that one. But yeah, moving onto the gameplay, I go into another Division 1 game with the Ronaldinho side because I had a player sent off in the last game, and that meant I couldn't play with the silver side. And I come up against a subscriber with a very nice hybrid side there, and that didn't happen much in the first half, but now look at this in the second half. What is going on here? What is Czech doing? And that is the most unreal own goal I've ever conceded. He takes the shot, and I believe it's David Luiz getting the block in, as you can see here. And then Sergio Ramos testing it down, and Czech is just making the biggest mistake ever and somehow pushes it into his own net. And he does manage to make it 2-0 as well with a Wellington. So not a good start to the second half, but I will push back here to Ronaldo once again using the running scoop turns. And for the people asking how you do the running scoop turn, you can only do it with a 5-star player, and you just do a fake shot, that's all. Don't hold LT or L2, just do a fake shot, and that's it. But if you do it with a 4-star player, you'll have to do a ball roll or some step overs before to do it running. But with the 5-star players, you can pretty much do it sprinting. And you see here, I do manage to push back on a counter to make it 2-2, and that is how the game will end. Looking really bad in Division 1, only 2 points after 3 games. So I thought, let's try another game. It can't be true that I can't win. So we go into the next game with the same side because I wanted to get a win on them. And I will eventually find an opponent who does have a pretty nice side here, Premier League side, a defensive midfield, and a very pacey Russian attack. And it's not before the second half that I managed to create something nice here with Ben Arthur, skilling him around in the box, and he will find Ronaldo in the end, who will try and skill his way into the box as well. And in the end, it goes out for a corner. And now look at that finish by David Luiz to make it 1-0. A very nice bicycle kick from a custom corner set piece. And it does not hurt to watch the replay of that one. Nice goal there to make it 1-0. And after that, I started creating a few chances here with Ronaldinho. And as you can see, Ronaldo is completely open. And I will find him. And he will make his way into the back box. Once again, the running scoop turn. But getting a little bit too fancy. And he will pick up the ball. And then we get a free kick. Ronaldinho trying for the Rabona free kick. Aim all the way to the left and tap the crossing button. And look at that finish by Ben Arfa. If that one had went into the top net, it could have been an amazing goal. But that's the end of the game. I win it 1-0 and I do get my first 3 points. And then for the final game of this episode, we'll go into the semi-finals of the Gold Cup with our silver side. And it is so very enjoyable to play with this side. There is so many options for doing skill moves. And it's still quite strong defensively as well. But I come up against a very strong side, not the best chemistry on some of the positions, but a very pacey attack and a strong midfield and defense. And I give position up straight away in the 5th minute, and he will convert that with Walcott. So a very bad start to the game. But I will push back straight from kickoff, finding Quincy, and you can see Power making a run there, and he will get the ball completely open down to the back line, and he will do a few skill moves here, getting past the defender, cross it in, and he will find a Wallison, who does make it 1-1. So back in the game, and Wallison once again on the ball, taking out the keeper. And how do you miss that one? Completely open goal, and he shoots it very wide. So yeah, I do not get up 2-1 just yet, but I keep on creating chances here with Elton. Quite lucky to get onto the ball still. And I will eventually get into position for a shot here. But once again, I believe it's Casillas saving the ball. And then from a corner in the 45th minute, I will cross it in to find Acevedo to make it 2-1. So that is how the halftime stats look. He had 1 shot on goal, and that was the one I gave him in the 5th minute. Apart from that, I pretty much dominated the first half. And in the second half, I do manage to get a shot in here with a power. But that was pretty much my best stuff in the second half. So that's pretty much the end of the episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. And I wanted to have another episode out later today, but I do not have the time, so it will have to wait for tomorrow. And I do have some really nice gameplay in that one. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.